Hey, what's up, Internet? I am at the Interface Digital Health Summit, and I met this cool cat right here, Oscar from Amsterdam. How's it going, man?
It's good, it's good. Great place, yeah.
Yeah, you must feel at home.
I do.
Got a lot of Dutch culture here, kind of similar
I
climate.
do. There was a big Dutch passengers boat here yesterday, and the first thing I did was actually rent a bike. So
Cool.
moving around on my bike.
Also,
yeah.
there's some guys from Copenhagen as well.
I know.
And,
Yeah.
Scandies and Nordics are well represented
So
here.
the Copenhagen guys actually claim to be the city, like the bike capital of the world.
Right.
Which you're not, obviously, right? It's
Well,
Amsterdam, right?
I don't know. I'd like to see you guys like arm wrestle over it or something like that. They did invent their Copenhagen bike. They have their own bike named after Copenhagen. You got an Amsterdam bike?
It's all Amsterdam.
It's all Amsterdam bikes.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, hey, that's not the reason I asked you to talk to me here. You run a really cool kind of accelerator and tech startup program in Amsterdam.
It's a startup machine called Rockstart. Yeah.
Cool. Tell me more about it.
If you ask an entrepreneur what they need, what he or she needs, it's typically they say, I need money. And we know it's not just money that they need. So
Yeah.
they need like a whole program. You can like some mentorship, it's network, it's knowledge, it's a place to work. So we provide all that.
I imagine that your clientele is primarily Dutch startups.
No.
Okay.
70% is non-Dutch.
Why would someone? So maybe they're already started somewhere else and they want to expand into Holland.
It's mostly about acceleration, about speeding up. So what we do is we help them make all the mistakes that you make in the typical in the first year, 2 years, make them in 3 months in a controlled environment with about 150 mentors around it that provide knowledge, network, experience. And
I'm trying to
help them grow.
understand how it might be different from a Silicon Valley incubator or startup or accelerator or a New York City Silicon Alley style accelerator. How might one in Amsterdam be different? Or
Well, the big difference is obviously we're European, and I guess that the good thing about Silicon Valley is that they have this super high-pressured, ambitious culture, which inspires us. But Silicon Valley is not the world, and what we see in terms of accelerating companies from so many countries, we have typically applications from 56 countries last time, is that you might have a more, let's say, more at ease of helping people in different cultures, different markets. So I guess that most accelerators are the same thing. They put in pizza money, let's say 10 to 30,000 euros, and take an 8% stake. We do that too, but I guess the reason that we get so many applicants from so many countries is that it's the European card. I don't know.
yeah.
Yeah.
And when you say applicants, that kind of foreshadows that it's not like everybody comes and gets a desk if you just pay for it. You actually have to be selected.
No, at the startup space in Amsterdam that we have, 200 people, 50 companies. You can just, if you're younger than 1,000 days as a company, you can be a part of this. For acceleration, it's an application program because we get over 500 applications for 10 spots. It's impossible otherwise.
I think one of the things that's really indicative of the innovation culture that we're working in is that in your presentation, you said this is for companies that are less than 1,000 days old, and in 100 days we accelerate you. And so, I mean, to just start talking and measuring time frames for building a new company in terms of days is a novel new thing. I mean, a lot of people bang their heads at this stuff for years, but that's not what you're talking about. You're talking about young companies who want to get to market quickly.
Yeah, it's young. It's not per se young people, but it's young companies, right? So we add most value in companies that are young and have specific set of needs and lack of knowledge or a network that we can provide them with. And if you're a company like today, we heard a presentation of this guy that is working on a technology that's 25 years old. It'll be probably hard to accelerate that business, although the market is opening up for him now, and he has mobile technology and cloud and blah blah blah. But typically, young companies are easier to put through a program.
Yeah. Cool. Hey, I have noticed some very interesting things coming out of Amsterdam recently. In addition to the Rockstart, which I was hearing about today, I've heard of this THNK School of Creative Leadership out of Amsterdam that's opened an office here in Vancouver. Have you heard of these guys?
Is one of the people that's actually come from Vancouver, Lee Feldman, is one of the Rockstart mentors.
Oh, very good.
And the guy that set up THNK is a friend of mine, Bas Vaart. So it's a great school. Yeah.
What are they known for in Amsterdam?
Helping large companies innovate through startup thinking. That's at least the way I put it, right? Maybe they put it differently, but it's making sure that you have the right mindset in order to change businesses and make boards and management teams of big companies curious to do it otherwise.
Yeah,
and
the
I think
kind of
that
innovation
creative
business
leadership
model,
as well, best way to put it. Yeah.
Awesome. Cool, man. Well, Oscar, thanks for going down on the permanent record for me. Thanks for visiting us here in Vancouver. I'd love to come check out your guys' space someday, and may you and all your companies have a lot of success and up and up.
Thank you. Okay.
Kris Krug and Oscar signing off from the Interface Digital Health Summit in Vancouver, British Columbia. Over and out for now.